you guys ready to have your mind blown? The Genius Act, the stablecoin legislation that was just passed in the US? What if I told you it's a backdoor way to print insane amounts of money? And more importantly, what if I told you they're showing you the exact way to benefit from what's coming? Let me explain, and stick with me. There's a lot to unpack, but this is so important. Here's what the Genius Act actually does. It forces all stablecoins to be backed one-to-one with cash or short-term government debt called T-bills. Of course, issuers will always opt for the T-bills because they pay them interest. You want to issue stable coins? You first have to buy US debt. Now, why would they want that? If you've watched my videos, you know that the US is sitting on $37 trillion in national debt. And this year alone, over $9 trillion is being refinanced, but this time at way higher interest rates. Interest payments are already the second biggest expense in the entire federal budget, and the Fed isn't cutting rates anytime soon. So what do they have to do? Find a way to create forced demand for their debt, because the Fed aren't going to help. Enter the Genius Act. Now, every stablecoin issue creates demand for T-bills. That pushes the yields down, makes borrowing cheaper, and keeps the whole system alive just a little longer. But here's the twist. What drives new stablecoin issuance more than anything else? Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the main trading pair for all USD stablecoins. It drives more demand for stablecoins than anything else. So when Bitcoin goes up, stablecoin demand explodes. That means Bitcoin price up, stablecoin demand up, more T-bills bought, government gets cheaper borrowing. They've literally built a monetary pressure valve powered by Bitcoin. We'll come back to why that matters in a moment. But one thing to understand is we've seen this before. Post World War II in the 40s and 50s was the last time US had debt to GDP levels this high. During that time, T-bills became the dominant form of US debt issuance. They also kept rates artificially low and allowed inflation to run hot, to inflate the debt away. See what's happening? And if you've watched my videos before, you've already seen the other stuff. Relaxation of the SLR, reprivatization of Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae, all highly inflationary. We're watching a default by devaluation play out in real time, which will destroy purchasing power everywhere. So what can you do? Well, not only are they telling everyone what's about to happen, they are pointing directly at the escape hatch. Bitcoin. Just look at what's going on here. A rising Bitcoin price is now going to directly drive demand for US debt and lower borrowing costs for the government. Then look at what else has been happening. An executive order being floated to open up 401k accounts to Bitcoin. That's a $9 trillion market. Another to eliminate capital gains tax on small Bitcoin payments. Repealing banking rules so banks can custody crypto. Trump himself posting Bitcoin clips on Truth Social, and Trump's own company buying $2 billion worth of Bitcoin. They're pushing their citizens towards the lifeboat in every way possible. That way they can inflate away their troubles and nobody can say they weren't given an opportunity to gain from it. If people don't take note of what's happening here, they're going to get wrecked by what comes next. Follow me and I'll help you stay 10 steps ahead.